Hey everyone, hope you guys are enjoying Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak in whichever platform you're choosing to play it on. And today we're going to be going over some really interesting news, and that is essentially that Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak on the PC via Steam has received a brand new hotfix patch, which is currently available right now in the game, and surprisingly enough, it hasn't been shared by any of the social media pages for whatever reason, and I'm not too necessarily sure why. Maybe that changes by the time this video goes live. I don't necessarily know. I can't predict the future, but I did find it interesting that a couple of PC Steam players did reach out to me and told me that essentially the patch notes had been updated, so we're going to be going over those in a second. But more importantly, they pretty much just dropped a patch out of nowhere, which is something that I spoke about specifically when it came to post-launch or post, I guess, bonus update, final update type of things, them adding more to the game, and them fixing bugs, them addressing certain issues post the final event quest going live, which is something that we should be expecting when it comes to the aforementioned Amatsu event quest, which of course we're still expecting that to drop at some point in the future on the Nintendo Switch and PC Steam. So today what we're going to be checking out is essentially Steam received an update called version 16.01.1. So this is pretty much a hot fix on top of already the latest patch. They simply just mention on their website to download any sort of downloadable content or be able to play the game. You still need to basically, if you want to play it online, that is, you need to have, of course, the latest version of the game. And of course, all you have to do is just let your Steam launcher automatically update on its own. A lot of players have opted into the disrupt that, or basically enable it manually, since, you know, the whole save corruption situation had happened before with previous patches updating on their own, and some players reported save corruption, so they now do it manually. So certainly do keep that in mind. When it comes to the bug fixes, though, they basically just list one thing. They fixed a bug that sometimes prevent communication play when certain conditions were met. And what they're basically saying here is that you cannot play online with certain players whenever something weird happens. Whatever that certain conditions being met is, we don't necessarily know. Based on some reports that I saw, at the very least on the subreddit, players were saying that there might have been some issues with save basically not loading properly on the Steam client for whatever reason. Maybe they were not necessarily being lined up properly. Other players mentioned that maybe mods are not necessarily loading up properly, therefore they limit your access to online because you maybe have too many mods available. A lot of other players suggested that maybe it's just mods that alter the actual gameplay. You know, maybe are doing that. I think there was a mod that was relatively popular. I saw someone mention that it was basically one of those, they give you like infinite wire bug type things, and then you try to bring that online and it basically breaks the game. So maybe they were addressing that. I don't necessarily know. I have not played the PC version for quite a while, but ultimately it means that some sort of condition was happening. Maybe it was mods related, maybe it wasn't, that was preventing players from being able to have access to communication plays pretty much online, and basically limiting them in that regard. So yes, a brand new hotfix patch available for Steam players. I do wonder if we're gonna get one on the Nintendo Switch. I certainly would expect one, maybe by the end of the month, maybe before certainly you know, something happens with Monster Hunter 6 in September during Tokyo Game Show's presentation, which there have been some rumors on, and I want to hopefully report on that heading forward into the future. So once again, this patch is currently live on Steam. Your client should be able to update manually or update automatically, whichever one you have enabled, and you should be ready to go. If you're brand new to my channel, though, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up, and as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya.